the pink of whoever's magic had drafted the message in the first place. A pink so bold and brash everyone knew who it belonged to. "Elementary weather spells can't touch an enemy's magic," said Agatha, gazing at the remnants of Sophie's glow, "unless the magic isn't an enemy's at all." In the class, she could see the teachers goggling at her, mainly, too, from the stairwell outside the office doors. Agatha stepped out her hand and shot a spell that collapsed Lance Ming's message into a golden ball, swelling and detonating it like a rifle sun. Lies. She watched the word burn against the sky. Too much, she thought. But she couldn't help herself. She had to send a message to that fraud on Tedros' throne, to the snake at his side, to every last dupe that was following him, and most of all to Sophie, to tell her that she had broken her code, that help was on the way. Agatha waddled up to Yuba, yanked the face back from his grumpy little hands, and strode out of the office. "Shall we get back to saving people?" she glared back with fire. "Or does anyone else want to teach me lessons about friendship?" Teachers picked at each other, then scampered to follow, the Glom included. They did it in the library of Fertur, on the highest floor of Honor Tower, so Agatha could have a clear view of the woods through the library's windows. She stood facing the glass, with the crystal ball placed on a lantern in front of her. Behind her, the teachers watched it, along with the hushed first years, who huddled against a wall painted with the school crests, their eyes on Agatha too. Agatha insisted the first years be present, despite the teachers' misgivings. They deserved to be part of this. They wanted to be part of this. Their classmates' lives were on the line. If she could bring groups 1 and 6 home safely, she would learn the remaining kids' trust as their leader, and she needed that trust for the war to come. Over Halfway Bay, Ferris flew manly up to the schoolmaster's tower, so he could reinforce his shield against Ryan's men from a closer distance. All the while, Agatha watched the sky beyond the tower, waiting for the signal from Camelot. The library was quiet around her. The only sound the labored breathing of the new librarian, a withered, grey-whiskered goat, who stamped books so listlessly that Agatha wondered if he might die before he got through his part. Nor did he show the faintest curiosity as to why the whole school had hurried into his library to stare at the crystal ball. He continued to stamp, thump, 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 the slow pace clashing with Agatha's restless heartbeats as she pinned her eyes to the empty sky, her breath swallowing, a sense of doom clawing up her throat. Then a tiny flare appeared far away, a crisscrossing, navy and pink helix like an accidental firework. Agatha exhaled. Behind and Liven's close. They made it through Camelot's gates without being seen. They're safe, cheered a lively, dark-haired girl labeled Priyanka. Fazias broke out in applause. Premature, Professor Animan clipped anxiously. Now comes the real danger. Botai and Liven have to sneak onto the Gold Tower Hill and wait for Agatha's bubble to appear, so she could throw them in the prison's shots on the hill where they can break into the dungeons. Agatha, meanwhile, has to use the crystal ball to find this spot, and quickly. Every second Botai and Liven spent on the castle grounds waiting for Agatha is a second too many. The students hushed again. Agatha focused on the crystal ball. Nothing happened. Look directly into its center, Professor Uma urged. Don't blink, Professor Strix nagged. I know, Agatha grinned. But still, the ball didn't work. Botai and Liven were looking for her bubble on the hill at this very moment. They were counting on her to appear. In the crystal's reflection, she could see students creeping towards her from behind, trying to get to a closer look. Be still, peons, Castor boomed. Shh, Professor Animan hissed. Agatha took a deep breath and closed her eyes. Be still. Be still. Be still. She couldn't remember how to be still. She couldn't remember the last time she was still. Then a memory surfaced. Her and Sophie by a lake in Gavardon, a breeze rippling the surface, their bodies intertwined on the shore, their breaths singered, the silence endless, two best friends basking in the sunset, wishing it would last forever. Agatha opened her eyes. The crystal glowed blue. Strands of silver curled towards her and the phantom appeared. Clear as crystal, hard as bone, my wisdom is Clarissa's and Clarissa's alone. But she named her your second, so I'll speak to you too. So tell me, dear second, whose life shall I coup? A friend or an enemy, any name I'll allow. Say it loud, and I'll show you them now. Show me Tetros, she ordered. As you wish, the crystal replied. The silver phantom disappeared into mist and reassembled, depicting a scene within the ball.